So we were after we heard about the curfew, 10 o'clock. Professor Morombo, who's our guardian, had
We were shot literally from 11 p.m. up until 4:30 in the morning yesterday. These are the cartridges that Zandile and myself acquired at around 6:20 in the morning when they let the ambulances in. These were all acquired in the Webster parking lot and were all the ones that they were shooting into David Webster Hall. So we just wrote our name with them because it's fun. And each cartridge holds like 3 rubber bullets, so you can just imagine. Yes, in the past few days and weeks, SAPS has been racially profiling black students on campus. So you'd find that I'm walking back from class, but I'm being shot at because I'm black and it's assumed that I'm protesting. Or I'm not allowed into a lecture venue because it's assumed that I'm black and I'm going to get in and call my protesting friends to come and disrupt the lecture. And then when what happened to us here at Res, actually the curfew in general, for me was like, this is university trying to stifle black children from movement, because who else are they saying shouldn't be here by 10? Because predominantly non-black students are not necessarily around, and they did that on the weekend knowing, because the tensions were rising throughout the whole week. So then they imposed this intensely apartheid regime-ish, as I call it, curfew system, which is ridiculous, because the theory of it all is that even if you leave the library at 9:30, walking from East Campus to here, already they are waiting for you. Kids were shot at walking back from their friends' places at West Campus Village and Jubilee Hall just because you were black, and why are you outside at a time they said you shouldn't be?
What I also think people don't understand is the residence is refuge to students who live far from Joburg. To have this happen and your mom is calling all the way back from Eastern Cape, the one instinct they will have is go back home. You go back home, the academic program is continuing, and it's like no provision is being made on that basis. Like, it's just not a safe space, honestly speaking. I do not know how we're being treated like this. I don't know how we're being treated like this.
I feel like all of us. I mean, I was caught in a moment where I was running to someone else's room. So I feel like it could have been the same situation with her. Like, you want to open for the student that is running, because we were all calling like, don't close the door. Like, leave it open. Can I just come in? Because everyone is running, and you don't know if running to your side of the residence is safe. Why will I not like see some policemen coming? Like, you walk like you're not at home. You're walking and like, I don't know, it's like you're in some other world. You have to check the wall. Is there someone coming across? Who is there? Like, it is not safe here. And this is where we're supposed to be safe. Like she was saying, we pay a lot of money to be here as it is. And now we have people coming into our places and they shoot us. And then the next thing they want to tell us that we're lying. It hurts us to know that everything that we say, the management always finds a way to make it seem like it's not true. They tell our parents that no, it's because my mom called me today, and it is only today when I sent her pictures to show her that they are shooting us at our homes, like where we are right now. Some students found bullets. There was a student who was not even in her room, but because her room was open, the windows were open, they shot at her room. When she came back to find 2 bullets on the ground. What is that?
Okay. Yesterday, with some of the students who were also running, I know Njadi was leaving my room because, there's so many people in my room. She's leaving my room and she's going back to her room. And then as she was going back to her room, she saw the chaos that was happening in the corridor, so she ran to the bathroom. She had to stay an hour and a half because she didn't know when it was safe to leave the bathroom. So where is a safe space in this residence? Do you have to go to the bathroom to be safe, where your rights will be recognized? So that is another problem we have. We're not safe in this space, generally.
David Webster is one of the only reses that houses students with disabilities. And we found that in the past few weeks, they closed, you see by the tunnel, you saw the gates were locked. During orientation week, they orientate them on how to get to Senate House or to their respective schools via that route. Literally, we have a blind girl who was helped with the wall. Okay, this is where you are now. She literally on a time last week tried to go that way and they were dropping stun grenades. So she ended up running in the direction of the police and they were screaming at her. But she was like, I can't see. I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know where I am. And we have students in wheelchairs. Yesterday they were so afraid we had to make them find refuge in the common room because their rooms are the ones that are lining the front on that side of the residence. So they felt like if something happens, I can't run away like you guys can. I can't go up the stairs. We are limited to being on ground floor because that's where our rooms are. And I feel as though them militarizing the school firstly limits their access to the campus, limits their access to the education that they're meant to get, that they said that the academic program is continuing so that they can get education. So you can imagine when they're being shut at in their residences, they are so confused, like, where are we supposed to go? Because if something happens, I can't physically save myself, and it'll be awkward for me to expect someone who's running away to save me too. So yesterday was extremely frustrating for us because there were moments where we had to keep thinking, oh my God, is Grace okay? That's the blind girl who lives here. Because the dropping of the rubber bullets were traumatizing so many people and it was just so hectic.